Hello everybody, this is Kiyoshi here. Welcome back to another video. In this video, I'll be reviewing the Bandai Tamashii Nations Figuarts Zero Demon Slayer Akaza figure. So without further ado, let's get started. We'll take a look at the packaging first. We've seen a lot of these packagings already, but here we have a very nice window display. Akaza figure. The upper goes number 3. Cool. And here's one of the product image. It's called Upper 3. That's the name of this one, and eventually you can combine these two together to make a fight scene. It doesn't really work as well as how Tanjiro and Netsuko's double figure, but I guess you can do that. Anyways, move that to the side and let's focus on the figure. I'm not a huge fan of SH figure or the Figuarts Zero's Demon Slayer figures. You guys know me by now. I do have the Saints figure and the Tanjiro and Netsuko figure, but in general speaking, that's not the series that I would recommend to my reviewers, because one, they're not that cheap, and two, a lot of time the quality / likeness, there are always some minor issues. But you know, when there's a lot of minor issues combined together, it become a bigger issue. And the most important thing is these figures are not that cheap, you know. But if you can get the figure for less than $60, I think it's worth it. But if you got the figure more than $60, I think it's not, you know, this particular brand, it's not really worth it. But I do want to pick up this Akaza figure because I do want to have a very nice Akaza statue, and not like overly big. I think the size figure Zero, it's perfect. And so far for the price point, I got this figure for around $63.99, something like that. I think it's reasonable. And the product image, everything, I think the posture is very dynamic. We'll do a 360 while I'm talking. I think overall, you know, I do like the image here, so I decided to get this figure. I think this figure is all right. It's not bad or anything like that, but I probably will continue to seek for a better Akaza figure, because I do really like Akaza. I mean, from the anime, if you guys know Akaza from Demon Slayer anime, you've only seen him from, you know, a little bit in season 1, and also you know, that major fight scene in Mugen Train. But Akaza, his story is very rich if you you know, known him from manga. And also Akaza will appear in later series. His story is very amazing. So I really like this character. So I do want to have a like very amazing figure. Unfortunately, this is not that figure in my opinion, but I still think it's a good figure. Before going into detail, my rating of this figure is probably around 7 out of 10. Yeah, I mean, here's a 360. I think this poster is amazing. I like how the muscle going and all the poster, and then how the shirt layout. And I think this is also one of my favorite poster looking angle, you know. And this is all right too, but I do have gripe on this. But all right, let's get a closer look. First, we'll take a look at the effects. Be very careful with it, because these are made with very thin plastic, very similar to the effect from Saints figure, so it's very breakable. So do be very careful on it. I do like how the color, you know, blue fades to purple. It looks very nice. And here is this like little gas looking base. Pretty unique. I have no problem with the base. I think Figuarts Zero is where they started with this trend, having, you know, having figures, instead of having a standard clear base, they actually combine the figure with the set, with the effect. I think that's very cool, and that's now how a lot of other toy companies are doing as well. I do like that a lot. Let's take a look at details of the figure. These are massive produced figures, so every figure will look a little bit different in terms of paint apps. But my figure turned out pretty cool, especially the stripes. The stripes are very easy to mess up, because, you know, with these mass produced figures, but mine turned out to be pretty cool. I mean, there's a little issue right here, as you can see, but it's not a big deal, you know. There's no major problems at all. And there is a dirt look on him because he is fighting. I like all these, you know, effective looking accessories to show that he's jumping up, you know. And this is his signature demon art pose. Pretty cool. The hand looks pretty cool. It's decent. The fingernails are painted pretty decent. The fisted hands are pretty cool. Overall, the figure is cool. I really like the back. The back looked very dynamic, in my opinion. My biggest gripe is the face expression. I have to be very honest with you. I think they failed the likeness of Akaza. I mean, if you're just general Demon Slayer fan, Akaza is not your favorite demon or one of your favorite characters, I think you can get away with it. You know, they have all these, you know, tattoos, all these stripes, all these symbols on his face to make him, you know, of course, resembles Akaza. And by looking at it, you know, if you're a general fan, this is Akaza to you, right? All the costume, everything. But being a person who really likes Akaza, I think they failed the likeness. I mean, take out all these tattoos, all these stripes and all that. Just the face itself, this is not Akaza. Something is not Akaza. I don't know. But I feel the likeness is not good, in my opinion. Therefore, you know, that 3 points, you know, minus, all came from this. The likeness. I do not like this face expression. I mean, not the face expression, the way how he looks in this figure. They did not capture Akaza's look, in my opinion. I mean, here is a general look of Akaza, but something is off. I'm not sure if it's the shape of the face, or the smile, or the nose. Like, you know, if you look at the angle from the side, it's all right. It's not terrible or anything like that. I can see Akaza in it. But the front is definitely not Akaza in any way. I don't know. I just don't think this is Akaza to me. Yep. I mean, a lot of complaint on this, but this is my major complaint. But like I said, it doesn't hurt, you know. If you're posting the figure like this or this, I think it's cool. Or even like this, I think you can get away with it. It's this particular look, like, I guess, you know, looking from far away, it's not that bad. It's when you get closer, therefore it's no longer Akaza to me. Like, it no longer looks like Akaza. The overall picture, it is Akaza, but it just didn't capture the Akaza's likeness, in my opinion. But yeah, but that's my gripe. It doesn't mean you will have this problem. Maybe you don't notice anything like that, or you don't care. But yeah, I mean, still, it's a very nice figure. I like the dynamic of it. I've been anticipating on this figure for very long. So I'm still pretty glad to have this figure. But I have to be very honest with you, this is not going to be my ultimate figure of Akaza. I will be continue seeking, you know, other better Akaza figures. Maybe they're going to be more expensive. But hopefully, you know, I can get them at retail price at least. Or wait for like some better looking Akaza. But yeah. This is just my honest opinion on this particular Akaza figure. I think, don't get me wrong, the figure is great. One of the better, if not one of the best Akaza figures in the market today for the price tag. I think the price tag is around $60 to $65. It's not bad. You know, it has a good weight to it. The base feels very secure because, you know, it feels like the figure is not going to fall over or anything like that. That's something I do like about it. But yeah, here is my review on the Bandai Tamashii Nations Figuarts 0 Demon Slayer Akaza Upper 3 figure. Once again, I do like this figure, but the likeness is what it's kind of lacking there. But other than that, I think the figure is great. So hope you guys get some ideas on this review and to determine if you guys want this figure or not. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you guys in the next video. Bye bye.